We are back here on the IBEW Local 702 post-game show as head coach Nick Hill joins us just outside the Saluki locker room. His interview is brought to you by Sam C. Mitchell and Associates. Coach Hill, appreciate the time, number one. Let's just talk about the start of the game. Your team comes out, you throw a punch right from the get-go. What did you enjoy, especially from an offensive standpoint, and how your team started this game?
Well, yeah, started the game well. You know, had some things that just our guys out there executing, same type of thing. Gave them some looks that they didn't. They had a hard time getting lined up correctly really all night. And we took advantage of them. Guys made plays and were able to pick up the first big third and long was huge in that play. You know, so, yeah, I mean, we started the game well. I think we made them uncomfortable for a little bit. They matched us in the scores. So happy with the way we started the game, but that's in these things you gotta keep the ball rolling for all four quarters.
And leading into that, Nick, it was 14-all, and it was almost who was going to make the first stop to get a little momentum the other way. They finally stopped you and got the lead, and once they got the lead, they never relinquished it. But from your perspective, what started to go wrong with you efficiently on offense?
Yeah, I don't know if things were going wrong. We had a play dialed up. They did a great job. It's just like we talk about the games of some percentages. We had the first third down. We had a play that we thought we could get them on, an explosive. They did a good job covering it up, and ended up having to punt right there. And that's on me. There was really two situations there. The other 4th down and 3 when we crossed the midfield. The play was okay. I mean, going back on the iPads, but didn't give DJ that situation really on 4th down in practice. And the guy made a good play. I mean, they kind of fell into that one. We gave him an option for a screen. We had a quick game and a QB draw all in one. We ran the ball, and the guy kind of fell into getting DJ. Really, those two, in my head, I can put us in a better position to go make a play right there because it was going to have to be us just continuing to match them and not punt. And so then in the second half, I felt like, when we came out, we only had 2 possessions in the second half. They started to control the ball and really get the time of possession. I liked our opening coming out when we got the pick. We were backed up at the -7. We pick up a first down. We get to a play. I mean, we had the rail route that we overthrew to and we've got a combination of things. That's the one that we hit those explosives in the first half. That was one right there you don't get a lot of chances at, so one that we'd like to have back. So it's just a combination of things. I got to continue to call good plays. They're a good team, so there's going to be some places in the game like that where it becomes a grind, and that's where we're going to have to find teams that, with the schedule coming up, that we continue to get, just flip-flop stops to find your groove. And so I thought they did a good job. Obviously, I think our defense, did a really good job today. I mean, watch the tape, and there's going to be some things, but they got downhill. I mean, their back is going to be I mean, 32 carries, but you look at the average, 3.9. Right, we made him work. We kept tackling well. I was happy with the way we tackled, even in the second half. Right there at the end in the 3rd and long, we got caught in a 2-man, and they ripped off the big one and ran the football. That just, but other than that, like you didn't see that huge explosive run, and we kept things in front of us. We limited the explosive plays. I mean, every drive that they went on, they didn't have any 2-3 play drives. So there's things to build on. We didn't turn the football over. Penalty-wise, I've just until the end right there when they got a late hit, that's their first penalty of the entire game. Almost 8 quarters of not one penalty. Thought there were some things that kept their drives alive early that we could have got the lead. They had to kick a field goal. I mean, I thought Andrew Bames played. I mean, that's what I kept telling the refs. I mean, that's clinic tape, how you play a wheel route. I mean, his head. Then they said he didn't play the ball. I said he picked the ball.
He picked the ball.
He picked the ball off. So he played the ball perfectly. He made him go down the sideline and just things like that. Now he picked it and went out of bounds, but they would have been punting. And so, but those are all things we just got to give a message to the team was, nobody's in there. There's no, hey, we came out here, we competed, we came here to try to win the football game like we will each and every week. Now we have to continue that process for next week. We get back super late. We have to come in tomorrow. We have to get back to work.
Coach Hill, when you think of this receiving core for Purdue, you guys knew they were extremely talented. What type of benefit that can be for your defense, especially to see that type of speed that you saw tonight throughout the game?
Yeah, well, I think that, we have to be a team that's we're going to limit explosive plays. And when you look at, the receiving stats, their leading receiver had, 48 yards along a 21 on the day. And so when you put on the tape last week, it was 4 or 5 plays and they're up 14-0. It's a defense that hadn't given up any points yet. So I think that there'll be some takeaways. There'll be also some film that we watch here on the bus ride home that, maybe could have flipped the game in our favor if we do that. But it's got to be a collective thing. I tell our team all the time, I'll put up the clips tomorrow on the plays that I wish I would have called a different play. That's on the coaches just as much as the player. They have to take ownership in the ones that they needed to execute. And when you have a team that has that mindset, then we can move forward and grow.
Nick, it's rare when DJ has 17 carries and his longest carry is only 12 yards. I thought that Purdue did a nice job when DJ was off script scrambling, keeping him contained and not allowing him to bust a big one.
Yeah, I mean, especially playing in the Big Ten, the team speed, we all know. I mean, they've spent probably $25 million on the roster,
yes,
and we're sitting here with paying zero. So there's some team speed out there. There's some athletes out there. DJ, I felt like he proved, I think he was the best quarterback out there today, and I'm sure they're over there watching him. And so I felt like he handled himself super well, didn't put the ball in harm's way, got through his progression on a couple just next level type things that, big-time quarterbacks do. So happy with his performance, and we'll move on to the next one.
Coach, before we let you go, just on the 2 guys we're going to talk to, Vincent Davis, Andrew Bame, VD, man, just the consistency that he's really had for your group. He, of course, leads tonight in receptions. The improvement he's made, and, man, I just think Andrew Bame is just all over the field for him.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. Nobody knew who Andrew Bame was. He was on our team last year, hurt the whole time, named captain. His physicality, his just mindset, it's just it's top notch. And then, yeah, VD's a competitor, and really didn't touch the ball, I don't think, in the first quarter. Not that we weren't trying to. Couple of them were some, fly sweeps that DJ can hand it or pull it himself, and it just whatever the defense gave him. And then we got him going right there before half, and he'll continue to make plays for us.
Coach, we appreciate the time, brother. We'll see you back in Carbondale.
Thank you. Appreciate it.